Frank, is there a difference in technicians at different shops?
Yeah, there is. Well, it's technicians, doctors, lawyers, teachers. Half of them graduated at the bottom half of their class, right? So the best shops that are willing to invest in training, pay their guys a good wage, not a decent wage, not a fair wage, a good wage, because this is a tough environment. The guys that work on cars put themselves in a dangerous situation with hot fluids, moving parts. It's hot in the shops in most cases to work on someone else's car. So that there's a lot that goes into that. If so, there's training, there's certifications that they can show and show their muster, that they've had the ability to do that. So there's a vast array of technicians out there. The state of Nevada does not require competency testing for a service technician. So if I had a handful of tools and I said I can work on cars and I get a job, I don't have to prove to anybody but the shop owner that I can do the job. So what if you have a shop owner that is unfamiliar with vehicles? So he doesn't know what's going on. So you have to know that the shop is properly equipped, the technicians are properly trained, and that's, again, why it's so important. Don't base your car repair based on price, because the guy who doesn't spend any money on training, who pays his guys a very low wage because he's only getting very low quality guys, can't afford to do it a lot cheaper. So be aware of, ask for their certificates, ask to, again, walk around. If you see a guy that's got a $10,000 worth of tools and toolboxes, and actually it's probably closer to 100, but my guys all have these big giant toolboxes. They cost like $6,000-$7,000 each. They're making an investment in their future.
Now, Frank, you said what about the shop owner that may not know much about vehicles either? So doesn't the shop owner have to have some kind of certification or something,
No,
licensing?
not in Nevada. Business licensing, yes. Zoning requirements, yes. I do not have to prove my ability to be able to service your vehicle and open a repair shop in Nevada, which is rather frightening, actually. If you think about, brakes and other safety items that are getting done on these cars. And
So what can we look for, Frank? I mean, you mentioned a couple of things. I mean, if I'm new in town and I want to make sure the repair shop knows what the heck they're doing, yes, I can read their online reviews. But in terms of their skill level, what can I look for?
the certifications, anybody who's not willing to show technician certifications probably doesn't have any. And that reputation is going to say a lot, because especially that online reputation, the shop that doesn't have high quality guys doesn't do high quality work. So their reputation is going to show it. Had to bring the car back 3 or 4 times. They couldn't fix it. Ended up going somewhere else. Is going to be a common theme on their online reputation. What else can you look for? I think the facility speaks for itself. It's cleanliness and the willingness of people to work with you. Those are all great questions.
You've mentioned cleanliness. I think I understand why you're saying that, but explain why. What does it matter? The cleanliness of the shop, and you're working on my car, which is a filthy, a filthy mess to work on. And so, what does it matter, the cleanliness of your shop? What does that say about the shop?
It says that everybody in a building cares about their work environment. They want it neat, organized, because it's easier to do a good job when you're not slipping in oils and fluids and tripping over old parts. A well-organized parts area all goes to the general culture of the business. And if it's disorganized and messy and sloppy, then the repair process is going to be disorganized and messy and sloppy. So I think that all goes to the general culture of the organization.